Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with Board, Better Off Reading Every Day. Today we have My Girl Thursdays and I have one of her favorite books. It is called Where the Wild Things Are and it's a story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Winner of the Caldecott Medal for the most distinguished picture book of the year. Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. And another. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gashed their teeth, their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. And made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars, garned their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. The end, boys and girls, of Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Now, boys and girls, I chose this story for my daughter today because she said to me it's actually one of her very favorites, and she said that one of her teachers used to say that she reminded her of this book, Where the Wild Things Are, which was news to me. I did not know that. My daughter loves supper. She loves eating, so I'm guessing sending her to bed without her supper would not be a good thing. And I don't remember it ever happening because we both are very big eaters. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it is Miss Reynolds with B.O.R.E.D. Better Off Reading Every Day. It's been my pleasure to bring this story to you. I do not own the rights to any of these stories that I read to you, but I do love, love, love some storytelling magic. I love it day in, I love it day out, I love it every day. That's why it's called Better Off Reading Every Day. And sometimes a few times a day, depending on what's going on at school or at work or in the life of being my girl's mom. So I hope you enjoyed this story today. I know I did. This is my first time actually reading this story. I have seen the movie and I have heard about it, but this was my very first time reading it. So, you know, we all have firsts in our life, and I'm glad my first time reading this book was with you. So, Guys Gone Wild. Kind of reminds me of what went on in this book. He went out into the wild and tamed all these beasts. Perfect guys gone wild. A little guy, and he went into the wild and did a lot of taming. And he was very, very good at it. So maybe when you're playing pretend or when you're out there with your friends being wild and having a good time, just remember, when you get home, your supper will be waiting for you. And hopefully, if you want it, it will always be hot. Nothing like a nice hot meal waiting for you when you get done playing. So on that note, I'm going to get my butt in the kitchen and get some cooking done for my girl on My Girl Thursdays. Because I know at some point she's going to show up and she's going to want something hot and she's going to get wild about it. See what I did there? Boys and girls, I'll see you soon. Bye.